Welcome back. This is your man Warrior. We are going to be reviewing Qi'Ra, the new support. She's kind of a leader, and I don't think she's the full puzzle yet. I'm going to show a little PvE in the background while we go over her briefly, just so you know kind of what she's about. I did do some arena battles and did not have good luck at all, even with really good mods. But like I said, I think there's more to come. Now, she uses preparation just like the other new characters do. She debuffs a lot, and she's pretty adaptable. Her basic is called Deadly Double, and it's really cool because it will deal physical damage to an enemy twice, inflict offense down, and this attack can't be countered. If it scores a critical hit, it also gives them daze. So it's an offense down, daze, and a double attack. Now the damage isn't a ton, but offense down and daze is really good. If they're both critical damages, it'll also deal bonus damage. This is a third type of damage for 10% of that target's max health. Now, where this really plays into really amazing damage numbers is going to be PvE, very specifically. Her first special, called Scattering Blast, is pretty cool. It will dispel all buffs on a target enemy and then deal physical damage to all enemies and stagger them for 2 turns. If she was prepared, means she's given herself the little prepared buff, or Han Solo maybe passes that prepared buff to her and she has it on her, it will actually dispel all enemies and then she'll lose that prepared. So it's either an individual dispel or a group dispel based on whether she has that prepare or not, which is pretty cool. All right, her second special, Joint Operation, has a cooldown of 4, and it deals physical damage to a target enemy, and it calls another ally to assist. Now, if that particular person is a scoundrel, both are going to deal 30% more damage, and each attack has a 50% chance to expose for 2 turns, even if the target evades. So this is kind of a cool synergistic thing they're doing with the new scoundrels, calling in assists, dealing more damage because of it, and bringing in the possibility of expose. Now, 50% isn't a huge amount, and even if they evade, it still will stick if it ends up applying. Now, there's another prepared option on this one. If she was prepared, it will also grant all other prepared allies defense penetration up for 3 turns, and it calls them to assist as well. So this could turn into a massive assist on the video. There's a couple of times where 3 people end up assisting, and then she loses that prepared in the meantime for that. So pretty cool. Her leadership ability, and you'd probably want to run her as a leader if you're going to use these 3 guys who do prepared, is the scoundrel allies have critical chance, 20%. In addition, whenever they score a critical hit, they're going to recover 10% protection and gain additional bonuses based on their rolls for the rest of the battle. So they're going to get that critical chance to make sure they're critting, which is good, and they're going to recover whenever they score a crit, which is going to happen quite a bit. So every time they shoot, basically, every time they shoot, they're going to get plus 10% protection, and if they're an attacker, they're going to get plus 10% offense, up to 3 stacks of that 10% offense. If they're a tank, they're going to get critical avoidance by 20%, which will go up to 60% critical avoidance on the first 3, after the first 3 crits. And if they're a support or healer like she is, she's a support, they get plus 20 for every crit, up to 3 stacks, so that's up to 60 speed that she can get in addition, which is pretty cool. Her unique and last ability is called Insult to Injury, and it says while attacking, Qi'Ra has a 40% potency if her target isn't debuffed, and a 30% critical damage if it is. So it's a win-win. She's either going to definitely land her debuffs with that additional potency, or she's just going to do more damage. I would actually prefer more damage than the potency, so I would hope that the targets are already debuffed. That way she gets more damage out. It says other scoundrel allies gain half of these benefits, so they're going to get plus 20% potency if the targets aren't debuffed, and then they'll get 15% critical damage if the opponent is debuffed, but an extra 15% critical damage is pretty good. It says at the end of each turn, if any single enemy suffered more than 1 critical hit, now she calls assists, so remember this is going to trigger, this turn Qi'Ra gains preparation 15% turn meter, and health steal up for 1 turn. So she gives herself preparation back pretty quick, so she can use it over and over on that dispel and whatnot. Each other ally that uses an ability also gains health steal up, so she's going to get and pass along health steal up. So she seems like a solid addition to the game. I'm guessing she's going to be amazing for PvE content, and she's going to bring real viability as a leader to the Scoundrel team, but they are kind of still missing something in Arena. I went in and did a number of battles, and it was just really rough trying to win with the current meta. So obviously there's still some pieces missing, and a lot of characters have come in for PvE only. So what are your thoughts of her kit? Leave them in the comments down below, and keep your gaming on. Warrior out.